Very good afternoon to the panel members, guests, participants, and very own faculty colleagues, Dr. Atul, staff members, and uh, scholars. I, Dr. Rajesh Gupta, on behalf of MET College of Commerce and Finance, welcome you all in technical session second, that is sustainable operations at the 6th International Conference on the theme Business Transformation for Sustainable Entrepreneurship and Value Creations, co-hosted by Association of Chartered Certified Accountants UK. Now, I request, without any further ado, I would like to introduce to the gathering our session chair and co-session chair of today's technical session 2. We have with us for the session chair, we have Dr. Nitin Vihari from Middlesex University, Dubai. Mr. Nitin Vihari completed his BTech in Engineering from JNTU, India, MBA in HRM at National Institute of Technology, Trichy, before obtaining his PhD in HRM at IIT of Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee. He is an academic member of Chartered Institute of Personnel and Development, UK, and a professional member of Australian Human Resource, member of the Australian Human Resource Institute, Australia. Nitin is the campus program coordinator of MA in Human Resource Management and Development. His learning and teaching interests include HRM, leadership, organizational behavior, and business research methods. We welcome you, sir. He is present online. Next, I would like to introduce our co-session chair, Mr. Mansingh Jaswal. Mr. Jaswal is a corporate executive turned serial entrepreneur and angel investor. Currently, he is director and founder of GenX Logistics India, director and founder of School of Strategy Private Limited, founder of Warehouse City. He is chief and evangelist Omenleap Software Solutions Private Limited. Mr. Jaswal is a corporate executive turned serial entrepreneur with 20 plus years of working in the area of supply chain, business development, and strategy. He brings with him a unique global perspective from his assignments as senior corporate executive and a solutions and execution perspective as an entrepreneur. He started his entrepreneurial journey in 2006 after leaving a well-established senior position in one of the biggest logistic company in the world. Exited the first venture after bringing in PE investor to the venture in 2010. His quest for entrepreneurship continued, and hence GenX Logistics was developed in 2011. At GenX Logistics, Mansingh Jaswal has been instrumental in setting up of all India footprint of warehouses and India-wide distribution, last mile network in a short span of time. Prior to turning entrepreneurship, Mansingh worked with leading global logistic companies like UPS, Expeditors, and DHL Leasing India and Asia Pacific region. An avid adventure sports freak, he is a regular marathon runner and also tries his grits in rally driving motorsport. Mr. Jaswal is a management graduate from Himachal Pradesh University, Shimla, and a doctoral student at MDI, Gurgaon, India. We welcome you, sir. Now I request Dr. Atul Kumarji to welcome him by sapling. Welcome. Next, now without delay, any further ado, I would like to brief about the schedule to be followed in this session. There will be 5 papers that will be presented, and each presenter will be given, with your permission, sir, we will give 5 to 10 minutes. So we will be given 7 to 10 minutes. I request to all the participants to adhere to the timeline. So first bell will be made at the end of 7th minute. The second bell will be made at the end of 8th minute, and at the 9th minute we will finally stop, where the presenters should stop for further means required to present further for question answer session. So with these words, I request to open the session. So the first presenter is offline present to this session, Mr. Vipin Vasan, Dr. Punita Goyal, and Dr. S.K. Gupta ji. The title for the same is Quality of Financial Reporting of Central Public Sector Enterprises in India. It's a case study of India Infrastructure Finance Company Limited. Mr. Vipin.
A very good afternoon to everyone. Basically, my paper is a study report on the quality of financial reporting of a CPSE named IFCI, India Infrastructure Finance Company Limited. Basically, it is one of the CPSEs. I used to taken this company because the reason it is a 100% government funded company. And CPSE plays a pivotal role in our economic growth. At the present, around there are 250 CPSEs who are in operations. This is all data taken from the Government of India side. Purpose of the study is basically CPSEs are those government companies which are having in which central government invest at least 50% of their stake. Because of the reason CPSEs, the creation of the CPSEs are for the purpose of basically to utilize the our natural resources in such a manner that our people, the government of India, the citizens will take the maximum benefit and with the minimum cost to them. IFCA has been created with the 100% funds from the government of India. The basic purpose of creation of the IFCA is to fund to funds the basically the government infrastructure basic infrastructure projects like dams, road projects like this. This paper investigates the various categories of errors. Errors means here I have taken a new concept in the sense I have tried to examine the impact of accounting errors, statutory errors, errors made by the directors, errors made by the audit committees, and the repetitive errors. So far, the errors, our predecessors have examined the errors, which are basically they are taken the approach, timeliness approach, faithfulness approach, and all. Objective of the study is basically so far, no study has examined the quantitative impact of the errors on the financial reporting. Past, the researchers have done the relevance, reliability, comparability, understandability, timeliness, and faithfulness representation. They have these attributes can be examined with reference to the quality and with the nature quality and in qualitative term. But in quantitative term, nobody has taken a step in this regard. In the past, few research have been done, but that too for singular aspect. In my study, I have taken accounting errors, statutory errors, errors made by directors, errors with the audit committees, and the repetitive errors. But in the past, only the researchers have examined only one error, either accounting errors in their research, or statutory errors in their research, or repetitive errors in research. But in my study, I have taken collectively all these 5 errors in the study. As already said, the IFC is a 100% government company, and it's plays a pivotal role in financing crucial infrastructures like road projects and dam projects and all. Hence, this study has been selected for purpose of the case study. Before starting the case study, Basically, there were three major issues for before me. Literature review. I have conducted literature review of around 100 papers. From those papers, I have revealed that there are 5 types of errors which have not been examined collectively by anybody else. And I have also examined the financial reports of 35 CPSs for the last 5 years. And with reference to the audit report of the independent auditors, means the statutory auditors, and the supplementary auditor, that is CAG of India. CAG conducts basically in every government company, audit is conducted by the statutory auditor appointed by the CAG of India. And after completion of that audit is to be conducted by CAG itself. Means there are 2 audits in every government companies. Audit by the CA appointed by the CAG, and second, the auditor audit by the CAG itself. Means when CAG audits and he reveals some errors, then it must mean that there were errors which were left out by the statutory errors. Means there may be the reasons where means there are chances when errors are committed by the auditor itself. Means auditor can commit the errors, debtors can commit the errors. I have conducted a semi-structured interview based on some informal discussions made by of the groups, the professionals comprising CFOs, chartered accountants, lawyers, and the government auditors, private auditors, chartered accountants, company secretaries, CMAs, etc. And they were basically, after discussion, it was found that 5 types of errors are crucial for examining the quality of financial reporting. Now the question arises, a question arose before me that there were 5 errors, but the severity of errors counts. How can I find that this error is more important and this is less important? For that, I have adopted AHP algorithm statistical method. I have given the weights, and after putting all the findings of those papers, I have used this method. From this method, I found that there were errors by the errors committed by the accounting errors were more grave. After that, debtors errors and so on and so forth. These are the literature review conducted on the financial reporting on these 5 types of new errors. No doubt there were papers, but no one has taken a step to collectively examine all these 5 errors in a single study. Severity errors, this is a table. 4.8 is given to the accounting errors. And second number is errors by the debtors, 4.7, and then 2.7 to errors by the auditors, and 2.2 to statutory errors, and repetitive errors is 1.8. These types of errors, sir, these types of errors which are committed in the 1 year, and after pointing out in the audit report, the companies are committing the error again and again. So these are the errors. So these are basically more. We should give more attention to these types of errors. So this is the basically I have conducted a case study. So since 2016-17, these are the errors. These are the errors which were committed by the ICACCF. First number is a row, accounting error, statutory errors, errors by directors, errors by auditors, and the repetitive errors. Number of years, 16-17, 17-18, 18-year, 19-23. So it was observed that in ICACCF, all these 5 types of errors are being committed. All 5 types of errors. As I said that, for assessing the severity of errors, I have used AHP algorithm, and after getting the severity of those errors, I have imputed those results into my finding of the ICACCF, the observations, errors committed by the ICACCF in the errors. Results are present. There are 5 types of errors were there in the ICACCF. And these undermine the accuracy and transparency of financial reporting. This can hinder the effective corporate governance, because if there are errors, then one can't say with certainty that these financial reports shows true and fair view of the business concern. So this last one, implication. So my study underscores the profound implication of these errors. We have proposed strategies and recommendations in our study. Recommendations are we should strengthen the corporate governance in the ICACCF. External auditor and the independent audit should be conducted more ethically, in the sense if there are independent directors in every company and independent directors in the audit committee, then audit committees and the corporate governance can work well. Internal control should be more strengthened. Thanks, sir.
Hello.
So, percentage of anyone else?
Percentage of errors or percentage of amount, if you total that, with respect to the total turnover of the company.
So basically, it all depends upon the financial statements of that company.
For the period that you've done.
For example, sir, a 4.7 percentage was given to the accounting errors, and 4.8, sir, and 4.7 to the errors committed by the directors. So if we take a weighted average with reference to the total profits earned by that company, we can say that these errors are more grave and these are less grave.
Error caused by the amount of amount which is sum total caused by these errors is what percentage of the total turnover of the company?
Sir, this is not a sum total. This is basically severity of errors gravity given by that. If we give weights, if we examine these errors with reference to the total profits, total assets, total liabilities, then we can ascertain that these are the more grave area in that company, sir.
You also mentioned that you need to, the recommendation is more ethical boards and more ethical independent. So are you hinting that these errors are oversight, or these are something to do with the integrity?
So basically, sir, at this point of time, we should say that these are basically oversight, because we can't say that these were there was some intention. But sir, it is a common phenomenon that if independent directors are there in a board, if in the board of directors there are independent directors, in the audit committee there are independent directors, then they can then we can say with certainty that things are going in smoothly. But if I am executive director of the company, and the 3 and 4 persons are there also working in the company, and the audit committee consists of all these food companies, then one can't say against that company. It is a common phenomenon, sir. So we should have some independent director in the company, which has been mandated by the company law itself. So in the IFCL, there are lack of independent directors. There are
no independent directors.
So they are independent, but as per the requirement, there is lackness in the independent director and the lackness in the independent audit committee with the board of directors, sir. So
We like to.
सर एक स्लाइड था, उसके अंदर मैंने बताया था कि basically not relevant for this, basically this. Slide show, thank you. So basically, these are the parameters of board of directors. Chairman should be non-executive, independence should be there, size, gender diversity, one female director should be there. Meetings, there should be some minimum criteria that the meeting should be convened in that meeting, and subsequently audit committee. First, one aspect is there. Independent directors is there in board of directors as well as in the audit committee. Third, in the audit committee, and second in the board of directors. Well, if the independence is for most necessity for smooth functioning of board of directors and the audit committee. But for companies, there is a lackness in the audit independent directors in India, basically. I can say, because sir, when actually, sir, frankly speaking, I was ex-officer in CED of India. I have conducted so many audits in the government company. I found that, sir, when we raised some observations, then the company wrote with reference to my audit member observations that we are writing to the ministries, but there are not sufficient independent directors in the ministries, so we can't give the independent director. So this is actually happening. This is the de facto of the position.
Hello. Miss Sangeeta, can you listen? Are we audible to you?
Raveen or Sangeeta?
Yes, sir.
Sangeeta, are you there?
Yes, sir. You're audible, sir.
Okay, fine. Maybe we'll just do a testing. So can you just share your screen on the screen?
Will you able to share your presentation?
Yes, sir.
Okay then.
So I'm sharing the screen.
Okay, Sangeeta, that would be nice in case if you can share your screen from your laptop. Yeah, the space at 5.
It is visible, sir.
Yeah, your audio is visible. It's fine.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sangeeta. I'm a PhD scholar. I'm doing my PhD from Baba Masnad University, Rohtak, Astalpur. And
just press this F5, make it full screen. Just press this enable editing on the top.
So that is not visible, sir.
Okay, fine.
Miss Sangeeta, just please note of time. Timeline is of 5 minutes. Okay. Try
Okay,
to
sir.
complete.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. My name is Sangeeta, and I'm doing my PhD from Baba Masnad University, Astalpur, Rohtak. And my topic is analysis of packet loss discrimination in a wireless network. Basically, I'm using the things that is a minute literature review, and there is a proportional architecture detection of a packet loss, how the packet will be lost and how we will recover it. Next, TCP retransmission timeout and a TCP rate control. Now, first is I will tell you about a minute. Minute basically, here I will use the clustering, and there will be the 36 nodes approximate I will use, and in that I will share the informations that will going to in that informations we can't change the duplicacy, means we will find out the duplicacy in that. And the another thing is managed that is a collection of heterogeneous infrastructure, less self-organization, and a battery-powered mobile node, in which each node is a manner that is used to wireless transmitter and a receiver, which establish the communication. And in each node movement that cannot be restricted to collect the data, means every node will share the data. We can't identify that which one is a client side or which one is a server side. In that, there will be few advantages of the manner, that is the flexible scalability and the cost effective. Means scalability means that will enlarge its and flexible, that will be flexible, rapid deployment. And there will be the few disadvantages of a manner, that is the means in that security, that will be the reliability and a routing or a power consumptions. These are the some disadvantages of a manner. This is the basic about a manner. This is the complete diagram of a mobile ad hoc network. Here are the few systems that I'm using. Means these are we are supposing that these are the some mobiles, and that mobiles we are sharing some informations, but we can't identify that which one is a client or which one is a server side. Means everyone, we can say everyone is a host, everyone is host, and that is sharing the information to each and every node. So here there will be the probability to of a duplicacy, means the multiple times the data will be shared in that mobile ad hoc network. And the next is there is a literature review. I have read the 12 papers according from the last 3 years. According to these last 3 years 12 papers, I have identified a few things, and that will be the suppose I'm taking a 10 packets in a seriality from 1 to 10. In that seriality, that how many packets will be received and how many packets will be lost the data, and how many packets will got the acknowledgement. All these things I have read all these in a previously 3 years papers in a literature review. And next is a packet loss architecture. This is a complete packet loss architecture. In that packet loss architecture, I will take a one input. In that input, we will provide the some bits and the information, some like in a bits form in a audio video, and there will be a switch like on an output that will identify that where is the data is where the packet is losing, means at what time the packet will be lost. If the congestion will be occur maximum, that time the packet will be lost maximum. If the congestion is very less, that time the packet will be lost very less. And according to that, I have taken here the wireless shared message. Wireless shared message means in that I will take us like a Bluetooth, like a WhatsApp. According to that, I will identify the number of lost messages. So this is the complete scenario of the packet loss architecture. And next is a round trip time. Round trip time is basically what is the round trip time? First, I want to say you that round trip time. In that round trip time, the three things we will consider. The first is someone is sharing a data, and someone is next is someone is receiving that data, and someone is sending you the acknowledgement. These will be the three things that will cover in a round trip time. If the first someone is sharing the data, in that the receiver side is getting accurate data, that means the only one round trip time I'm taking. And if we are considering the acknowledgement and the receiver received files and the sharing files, that time there will be the three round trip that will be established in this diagram. And next is a TCP retransmission timeout. In that TCP transmission timeout, there will be a one sender side and one will be a receiver side. On a sender side, there will be a packet, and the receiver side, someone is sending a packet, and on receiver side, someone is receiving a packet. If when it will receive the packet, or that will send the acknowledgement. If suppose I'm taking 10 packets from a sender side, sender side is sending 10 packets. In between these 10 packets, suppose the 7th packet is lost, then how we will recover it? So there is no priority to send all the packets again and again. Only the sender side will send the lost packet, like the 7th packet, and that receiver will receive that 7th packet, and that will give the again acknowledgement that receiver have already received that second 7th packet, and that is a TCP retransmission timeout. And next is a detection of lost packet, means how we will identify that some packet is lost or not. So in this diagram, the packet loss is detected like that. Suppose that is the RTTC, and the next is the RTTT. And RTTC means that is a recovery time, or that is a round trip time there will be. And if the RTTT is less as compared to the RTT, that time there is a no loss of packet. If RTT is higher, that means there is some loss of packet that is identified in a detection of lost packet in this diagram. And next is a TCP rate control, means how we will control rate control, how we will control it. Suppose there is a sender side and a receiver side. In that, someone is sending a packets frequently, in a sequence order, and if suppose there is again some packet is lost, that time how you will recover it, how you will resend it, and how you will get the acknowledgement, and how you will control it. So through this rate control, we will control all the things. Next is our TFRC.
Just to interrupt you, it's 7 minutes over.
Okay, sir, sorry.
Please conclude. Ms. Sangeeta?
Yes, sir.
Please conclude. You are left with.
Okay, sir. Now the conclusion is last conclusion part is that basically I'm taking here the tool is that is a NS2 network simulated tool 2 I'm taking, and what is the main work of this? Basically my complete topic is totally based on NS2 tool. In that, how we will keep them, how much packet we have lost, and how much loss packet we will recover it. And in that one cluster I will take a 25 to 30 nodes in the one complete packet. In that we will identify. That is the overall conclusion of this topic. And these are the some abbreviations: RTO, RTT, and TCP transmission timer. And thank you so much, sir. And any query, sir?
Thank you, Ms. Sangeeta. Any question? Okay, Ms. Sangeeta, what we understood is about you worked on the discrimination and detection of this unguided medium uh, packet loss. So, fine. We have no questions from the house. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir.
The next presenter,
Should I leave, sir?
Mr. Praveen. Mr. Praveen.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Ms. Sangeeta, please unshare your slide. And in between, we have our session chair, Dr. Nitin from Middlesex University. Dr. Nitin, we welcome you, sir.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah, although we are a little bit late due to we have parallel sessions, so we started by 4:45.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have two presentations were done, and we are left with two more. These two are online. Now next. Mr. Praveen presentation, please go ahead.
Sir, I am audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Good evening to session chair, co-chair, respected faculty members, and other presenters. I am Praveen Yadav, research scholar, Central University of Jammu, and I will be presenting on the paper titled Green Supply Chain Management for Propagating Sustainability. So, with growing population across the world, the demand for consumption is also increasing manifolds, and this has led to the reckless extraction of natural resources, which is ultimately disturbing the ecological equilibrium. And the mankind is facing several issues in form of climate change, global warming, rise in different level of pollutions. And business is criticized for all of these because of marketing function. As this marketing function is promoting higher level of consumption across the world and part of business to combat these challenges and secure our natural surroundings. Green way in which business can incorporate sustainability issue in its operations and of the product, starting from sourcing the raw material, its production, delivery, and the final disposal. These are the four major research papers which I reviewed to draft this paper. And these were the inferences which I have drawn after the literature review. So it's divided into two variables: green supply chain initiatives, which comprises of eco-conscious designs, green procurement, green packaging. And the second is green supply chain management strategies that were proposed by Simpson and Sampson, which comprises of risk mitigating strategies focused on efficiency, and innovation focused strategies. So using these variables, we have drafted a conceptual framework. So this is the framework. It is in development phase and yet to be tested. So in this, we can see that green supply chain initiatives and green management strategies complement each other. And if we combine them, it will ultimately lead to competitive advantage as well as sustainability. And to put this framework into action, business houses are required to rethink their current sourcing methods, manufacturing, delivery, transportation, and the ultimate disposal of the product. And to perform these tasks effectively, management required to spend some extra money in form of training their employees, be it top level to the lower level of management. So in short term, to implement this conceptual framework, business has to forego their some part of profits, but it is a kind of investment, as it will not just benefit the single industry but the entire economy. The major findings are that green packaging has an immediate impact on the environment. So it has it is also a tool for showing organizational commitment to sustainability, and it can be used for advertisement purpose as well. The business which are using eco-friendly manufacturing methods have the capacity to build their good rapport with the society, and when applying green supply chain management, the business can directly accrue economic advantages by minimizing energy usage, and green supply chain management also improve agility by minimizing business risk and fastening the innovation. The managerial implications are that this conceptual framework provides managers with the opportunity to evaluate their current environmental practices, and they can also form novel environmental practices with time. So in last, it can be concluded that in order to incorporate sustainability operations, business houses need to broaden up their eco-consciousness, as their small steps will not suffice. So it's required to put green supply chain management into action, as it has the potential in promoting goals of attaining financial benefit, protecting the environment, and building up a good rapport with the society. So these are some of the papers which I would like to mention. Thank you.
You maintain the timeline. Any questions? Yeah.
Mr. Yadav, what is the practical feasibility of this particular framework that you've shown here?
Sir, the framework is in development phase and it is yet to be tested. And the main purpose of my joining this conference is to gain some advices that how we can put this conceptual framework in action.
Okay. The second question is, with respect to the green packaging, how would you address, with respect to this, whatever you mentioned in your framework, how would you address the onslaught of packaging which is used in the current increasing e-commerce businesses?
Sir, can you repeat?
I said, with respect to the packaging, in the next slide,
Yes,
you said something about the packaging. How would you apply this particular framework with in e-commerce businesses where packaging has a huge impact on the environment?
Sir, in this case, we would like to go with biodegradable packets instead of polystyrene.
Okay, any example that you can quote?
So, like Amazon is providing its product in cardboards, not using the polystyrene in it.
Have they started?
Yes, sir.
Have they started?
Yes, sir.
The question?
Yeah, can I ask a question, please?
Yeah, sir. Please.
So, nice presentation, Mr. Yadav. If at all you decide to empirically test this framework, the outcome variables, would you like to divide competitive advantage and, let's say, sustainability performance into two different variables, or would you like to, test them together?
Sir, I would like to test it together.
Now, how do you test, you should call it a sustainable competitive advantage, because the way it is worded right now, it appears to me as two different variables, combined into the same. Like, what is your plan of testing them together?
Sir, actually, it is in very nascent stage. I prepared this paper for the conference, so I would like to test it further.
Yeah, so my suggestion is, if you decided to go ahead and then, implement this framework empirically, you could consider splitting them into two, right? We have sustainability performance, is an established scale for that, and we have sustainable competitive advantage, so that there are two outcome variables that you can test from this model.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
All the best.
Okay, to Dr. Nitin. Any other question? All right, the next presenter, thank you, Dr. Praveen. The next presenter is Ms. Sunita. Ms. Sunita, are you present here? Okay, she's not here. So any other one? Anybody left? All right. So we had three presentations to this technical session. Dr. Nitin, anybody from Middlesex University?
No, at this point, I am only from Middlesex. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Actually,
We don't
4
have-
students have registered from Middlesex to present for the operations track.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Um,
yes. So we were
I don't know
expecting
why
that.
they are not here. I'm so sorry for that. I don't know. I think they are well informed about this presentation, I believe.
Aware of that. Fine, absolutely fine. No issues. Thank you.
Yeah.
So you can give your concluding remarks.
Yeah.
So me?
Now I would like to request Mr. Jaswal with other portion. Please give the concluding remark.
I think it's a very good initiative. This subject is still in the infancy. Just because it's pushed through the regulatory changes, it still need thought leadership and the practical the functional leadership to move it forward. So I think appreciable initiative by Hamilton University and Middlesex University. Good stuff. I, being a practitioner, would always look at the practical aspect of it, because sustainability is something which need to move immediately from the thought leader from the research paper, from the journals into the practices, because we are not facing an issue. We are facing a threat actually, and threat to the overall human beings. So great initiative. Please, it'll be interesting to be part of such engagements, such sessions going forward.
Thank you, Mr. Jaswal, for the insightful remarks. Now, next, I would like to request Dr. Nitin to share his valuable thoughts on the theme. Dr.
Yeah.
Nitin.
Thank you so much for having Middlesex University, the faculty as well as our students as part of this conference. We are so delighted. I think the theme is sustainability. So very right theme, especially in the context of as we see COP28 is happening in the UAE. So I had the pleasure of visiting a couple of plenary sessions in the last week, and it is so happy to see how countries from various parts of the world, and various businesses from across the world are trying to contribute, to the extent possible towards the climate change initiatives. And of course, academic thought is very crucial for any industry intervention that should come in. So academicians are known for doing rigorous research such that the industry is well informed about what are the various metrics, where should they focus on. Ultimately, the goal is to have net zero emissions, and even Middlesex University, we started having our goal for 2030 by completely becoming net zero. And that's from a university, and I'm sure even India, we have country level expectations, and also all the establishments like universities, businesses, and other enterprises would support to the larger goal that is set by the country. Yeah, sustainability narrative is just started in a big way. I'm sure it picks up multifold, and so one day there will be the global net zero that we would like to see. Yeah, thank you so much everyone for having us. Yeah.
Thank you for your insights. Now I request Dr. Atul to share the details, certificates of participation to the participants. I request Dr. Jaswal to present a certificate to our participants. Okay. Okay. Now token of appreciation to Dr. Jaswal. Please accept. Thank you so much, sir, for sparing the time. And Dr. Nitin is online with us. And we also thank you, sir. Thanks for sharing your valuable time with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So your gift is on, on pending. And
Okay. Sure. Whenever I pass by, your campus, I will definitely would like to visit and then maybe collect it as well. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so
Now I
much.
request Dr. Atul to share this certificate of participation to the Mr. Vipin, to our participant. Thank you. And so there is another participant, Dr. Punita Goal, to do the same. So now finally, I request Dr. Atul to share a word of thanks to the technical session.
Thank you, everyone. On behalf of the conference committee, I would like to extend my gratitude to session chairs, Mr. Mahan Singh Jaswal and Mr. taking out time from their hectic schedule. I would also like to thank the presenter, Mr. Vipin, Mr. Sangeeta, and Mr. Praveen for sharing the research work in this forum. The research work basically it throws some insight into the new findings of the industry and what exactly is happening in the industry, and some sort of maybe research which can be done, which can support some sort of policy decision making. I also thank the MIT University for providing a platform for enriching the academy industry interface. And last but not the least, I would like to thank the technical teams and the cameraman for staying such a late time and for the completion of this first of the conference and for taking care of the technical glitches. And we look forward for the second day of the conference, that is tomorrow. And I thank the conference team for organizing the whole conference in such a beautiful way. And once again, thank you, Mr. Jaswal, for taking out time from his hectic schedule. Thank you, sir.
So I think I can leave, right?
No, we are announcing the best paper for this session. Nitin,
Sure.
it's okay because he could not join. So,
And Mr. Praveen, though it was maybe all the presentations were quite good, and it was a very close, say neck to neck, we can say a close competition. And maybe as per the well-witters or the session chairs, the best paper award is for to Sangeeta Dhankar. Sangeeta, are you there? Okay. 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 Thanks, everyone. Please close this session now.
Okay. All the best to the winners, and thank you, everyone. Look forward to seeing you in person sometime soon.
Nitin sir, we are taking one picture. One picture. You be here.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not able to keep track of what's going on there. So yeah. Yeah. Amazing.
Thank you.